Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to East Brunswick High School for tonight's presentation of East Brunswick High School girls basketball right here on EBTV. Tonight, the East Brunswick girls basketball team takes on the Chiefs of Piscataway. Piscataway enters the game at 6-3 alongside a 3-2 record in the GMC, while the Bears, on the other hand, not quite as fortunate. 1-10 on the season and winless in conference play. The Bears will come out sporting sophomore sensation Dana Sclafani, who's averaging 9.2 points per game coming into today's game. On the other hand, the Chiefs are joined by junior Kristen Shea. Shea, one of the more productive players in all the conference, 8.7 points per game for her as well. The Bears will look to pick up their first win of the season, while the Chiefs will look for their seventh. My name's John Alba. I'm going to be joined by East Brunswick High School Athletic Director Frank Noppenberger in just a few moments. We'll be right back here on East Brunswick Television. Welcome back to East Brunswick High School. The East Brunswick girls basketball team is set to take on the Piscataway Chiefs. And once again, John Alba here. I'm joined alongside East Brunswick High School Athletic Director, Mr. Frank Noppenberger. How you doing tonight?
John, super. Thanks for helping out here. It's a pleasure to work with you finally after watching you so many years. And let me just set the record straight for all you people out there listening. You want to save this tape. Maybe 5, 10, 15 years, you're going to be watching the Super Bowl, and you're going to remember Johnny Alba. I know that guy. And you're going to have a tape of one of his first broadcasts ever.
Well, I appreciate that very much flattered. But one of the things that Coach Tom Sclafani of the East Brunswick Bears can't be too flattered about is that his Bears are still looking for their second win of the season. What is this Bears team going to have to do tonight to pick up a victory against a tough Piscataway squad?
Well, I'm sure they got to go in with a different attack. They can't play the regular game. They've got to come up maybe with a gimmick defense or some side of holding the ball. They got to do something to disrupt the offense and the running game of Piscataway. They're going to push the ball up the floor. They're very athletic. So we're going to have to, in my opinion, we have to slow the tempo down and make them play our game.
Your starters for East Brunswick: number 1, Allie Warren; 3, Dana Sclafani; 11, Julia Simos; number 34, Celestine Thoma Kennedy; and for Piscataway, number 23, Kiki Bynes; number 20, Isis Bynes. Pardon me there, Isis Dwyer, and a quick shot there is missed, but a quick follow-up by number 14, Kristen Shea; number 22, Megan Wells; number 12, Shayla Glenn. So nonetheless, here's a full court press from Piscataway. Simos handles it on the left side. Down low to Thomore. Good triangle offense there from the Bears. Shot from the side is good by Allie Warren.
And Allie's a freshman. That girl's going to have a lot of good years ahead of her. And she's a pretty good volleyball player, and I understand not too bad in softball also.
Scored 10 points twice this season already. And your score is knotted up at 2. Shot once again from the side of the basket is no good for Piscataway, and up comes East Brunswick. On the side is Kayla Kennedy. Shot by Sclafani is good.
That was a 2.
And they will count that as 2 indeed. So with 7 minutes left to play in the first quarter, East Brunswick leads by 2. Kiki Bynes. Shot off angle, no good. Scuffle underneath, and all of a sudden the ball is going just about everywhere.
A scuffle, I like that, John.
Megan Wells was the one with the errant shot. So Piscataway looking to make something happen here. They find themselves trailing already. Simos, quick handle, down low to Fillmore. Good move by her. She draws the foul. That'll be the first team foul on Piscataway, and that one will go against Isis Dwyer.
No, I like the way she posted up low on the box, got good position, and then wheeled in for the shot. So my only thought was maybe a little bit higher on the box. That way she can go either way.
So the first of 2 is good from Thomore. Celestine Thomore, of course, the sister of number 77th overall draft pick in the 2011 Major League Baseball draft, Carl Thomore, by the Colorado Rockies. The second is no good. And Piscataway will rush it. Here's Kristen Shea handling, defended by Kennedy. Glenn dribbles left side with her left hand. Good ball control there from her. drive underneath, an errant pass. It actually wasn't an errant pass. It hit her right in the chest, but Isis Dwyer couldn't handle it. It goes out of bounds.
Well, here's full court pressure. That's good, moving the ball up with very little dribbling.
No more down low to Warren, and out. That is textbook basketball right there. Interesting to see Piscataway come out in the full court press. As you saw, they got beat just there. Quick drive from Bynes. The layup is no good, and it will stay with Piscataway.
Well, that's a nice little run, 7-2. But I'm not sure if we're going to be able to run with them the whole game, John.
The shot by Dwyer was no good. East Brunswick will control. This is where East Brunswick will look to establish some momentum. Man defense out for Piscataway. In the corner is Simo. She dribbles and she shoots. Shot is wide. And Warren could not come up with the loose ball. And Piscataway will take over with 5:34 remaining. East Brunswick leads by 5. So Kiki Bynes will take the ball up the court. She will be met by Julia Simos. East Brunswick, it appears to be in the zone. The shot is good from the corner by Shayla Glenn. So Sclafani will rush it now. She's going to go with the fast break. Good pass down low to Thomore, who almost had it poked away, but East Brunswick will reset, and a travel called on Kayla Kennedy.
Yeah, I think Kayla's got to shoot that ball. She got an open look at the foul line or in around that foul line area. You're not going to get many of those in the game, and you know she's good enough to hit that. So I think she's got to take that shot.
So once again, Bynes will handle. Still trying to quite figure out the defensive set for East Brunswick.
Well, I think we're in a triangle and 2, John.
The shot was good.
What we want to do is take the 2 guards out of the game doing that.
Quick drive by Kennedy. Comes up with the loose ball. The ball was poked, allowing her to rehandle. And a good shot from the corner from Allie Warren, you were saying?
Yeah, that's 6 on her. Well, anyway, as you see, well, he may have just switched to D now.
Yeah, I believe he switched it.
He just went straight to a straight man now.
So Bynes with a quick 3, just off the mark, but a good offensive board there by Isis Dwyer. She will get fouled, and that'll be the first team foul for East Brunswick. The foul is, in fact, on Allie Warren. That's
been a problem or a challenge for us the whole year, John, that is boxing out. And when you have an athletic team such as Piscataway, it doubles the problem of that.
Dwyer to the line. Her first is no good. Dwyer, 9 games played this season, averaging 6.1 points per. 5'9", one of the taller players on the court today. The second shot from her is good. So 9-7 is your score with 4:21 left in the first quarter.
Now they're in like a 2-2-1, which is kind of a controlled trap, and they want to put you in the corner.
And that's exactly what just happened there. East Brunswick cannot convert off that, but the offensive rebound and the pass is thrown away. And they say it was tipped, so East Brunswick will maintain possession. Piscataway not happy about that. That's a 2-point shot from Sclafani, and it goes out of bounds off Piscataway. You mentioned the trap. The double team came just as soon as you said it. It allowed Simos to shoot the 3-point shot, but East Brunswick has struggled from 3 this season.
Mm-hmm. And that's exactly where we want the trap, where you take away passing lanes right on that half court.
East Brunswick has the pass tipped away, but it looks like they will recover. Almost a travel there, but instead,
I think we got away with one.
Instead, Kennedy will handle over to Simos. To Sclafani, who loses the ball, fights for it, and a jump ball's called. East Brunswick maintains possession. A rather quick first quarter of play so far.
Yeah, the up-tempo, I'm a little surprised, but I like the way we're hanging in there. And we'll see what happens.
So Kennedy at the top of the perimeter has the ball taken away, but right back to her, and another jump ball. Piscataway will take it this time.
Yeah, they're pressuring the ball, and they're doubling the ball there. She's just got to get rid of it before pressure gets on her. I know that's easier said than done.
Absolutely, and into the game comes Caitlin Rowan for East Brunswick, the sophomore.
Another outstanding young player that's going to just get better as the year goes on.
Lots of young talent on this East Brunswick squad. Shot from the side by Wells is no good, but a quick lay-in by Shayla Glenn. And second chance points are proving to be opportunistic. The press remains on. Sclafani, good pass over to Simos over the middle. East Brunswick has an opportunity to get something going.
Good ball movement. Good job. Way to fill the lane.
Simos is good, and I think the initial pass may have been for Thomore, but Simos turned it into a give and go of some sort. And you know what? East Brunswick will take those 2 points regardless. So 2:55 left. Pass down low to Dwyer. Good defense by Sclafani, forcing the jump ball, and East Brunswick will take possession. We're going to have 3 substitutes coming in. Into the game comes Wande Adeyemo, and, pardon me here, Ashley Opitz as well.
Well, that's a good move on Corey Floyd, and we'll talk about their coach, and we'll talk about him later. You got to get the kids in the game. You got to get rid of those game
East Brunswick's
jitters.
going to get called for 8 seconds if they don't rush this ball. They finally do. Rowan breaks free over to Simos, and yes, we will talk about him in one moment. 2:30 left to go in the first quarter. Sclafani over to Rowan to Simos. East Brunswick looking to make something happen.
They're a little confused defensively. I'm not sure. All right, he's going to go with a 1-2-2 here.
And you see Coach Tom Sclafani stepping onto the court there, had to be held back from the referee. Passed over at the top of the key.
Good ball movement.
Good shot from the side from Warren, but just a little strong. But East Brunswick will maintain the ball. You mentioned the defensive set there for Piscataway. And Allie Warren has the mulligan, and she converts it this time.
Very simple play. Just like that extra field goal the other day in the NFL. Guy called the timeout, and that's what she just did.
Not quite sure if that was an icing move, but nonetheless, Pete Carroll learned it. He learned his lesson the hard way, and so does Piscataway there as East Brunswick comes away with the turnover. Rowan, good defense shown by Kristen Shea.
We're moving the ball much better than we have in the past.
Simos backs it back out over to Sclafani, and a travel call with 1:33 to go, and into the game comes Taylor Nelson.
And the Bears are up, as you see on the scoreboard. It's a nice little surprise.
So Piscataway will look to close the deficit. 4-point game right now as it stands. 3-point shot is no good from Ashley Opitz.
Okay, good box there by Allie.
No,
it wasn't.
A foul. A foul is called, as an offensive foul called on Wande Adeyemo, a loose ball foul, I should say. Into the game is Jess Rivera for East Brunswick. Rivera, 9 games played thus far this season. So here's Sclafani. Good speed shown by her, but she turns the ball over. Almost a foul there as well. Opitz goes up with it, missed the shot, and Sclafani collects the rebound. Back up to Warren. Warren's got the 2-on-1 with Thomore to her right. She goes up with the layup. It's too strong, but East Brunswick recovers. They back it back out, and that was a smart decision. Shot by Rivera.
Good shot.
Jess Rivera.
Nice smooth stroke.
So East Brunswick adds 2 to their lead, and a 3-point shot from Opitz again, and this time she hits it. What a shot by Ashley Opitz.
What a kick in the pants that is.
Ashley Opitz with a season-high 11 points versus Bloomfield Tech on December 29th. East Brunswick has to get the ball up court fast, and they do, and the pass is errant from Rowan. She's struggled in her time out on the court thus far, and instead East Brunswick will sub in Caroline Caruso along with Jessica Dudra. And one last one as Kayla Kennedy comes back into play. East Brunswick leads by 3 with 30 seconds left. 2 team fouls for Piscataway, 1 for East Brunswick. You were saying?
Well, I think they're going to hold for 1 because, John, they're going to get the last shot of this in the first possession in the second half. In theory, you get 6 more points out of this.
So it appears that is what Piscataway will do. Drive over to Opitz once again for 3. She was short this time, but the quick pass down low, an errant shot is no good. And Adeyemo really struggled at the end there, and East Brunswick escapes with a 3-point lead at the end of the first quarter.
Well, again, John, I think the key is we got to start boxing out. One time we did box out. I believe that was Allie Warren. She boxed out, and they came over the top. We can't allow them to have those second and third shots. So, and offensively, I think we got to deal with their pressure, their full court pressure, making us throw the lob. And if we just control that, we'll be okay.
You see on your screen, Coach Tom Sclafani. At our next timeout, we'll head over to him. But in the meantime, the Bears lead by 3. They are looking for their second win of the season. Now, you mentioned about head coach for Piscataway, Corey Floyd.
Corey Floyd, when I coached way back then, as a matter of fact, his picture's in our trophy case. He was an all-area player at Linden. And I think he even flirted with the professional league for a while. Had an outstanding collegiate career, and he was just one of the better players ever out of Linden High School as a basketball player.
And you see quite the athletic
So that was
build.
like late 80s, I think, when he graduated.
So an intelligent basketball mind, to say the least, in Corey Floyd. His team trails by 3.
If we get away, if we get out of this, just still up by 3, that'd be pretty good.
So East Brunswick.
Now we're showing a. Nope, we're back in the man.
Yeah, it is back in the man. You see Fillmore.
Nope. You're right. It's a zone.
Switch back to the zone. Yeah, you see the trap there, and the trap worked there as Kennedy rushed
possession.
for the foul. It was.
So we escaped with everything. Nothing there.
It was a
John.
2-3, I believe. And East Brunswick does, as you said, escape with no damage. Kennedy, still that press, that man press is on for Piscataway. Kennedy drives over to Fillmore, kick back out to Simos. Sclafani. East Brunswick looking to add some padding to this 3-point lead. Make it multiple possessions perhaps. Kennedy drives with the right hand. Good move, but she collects her own rebound, and she will reset. Simos thought about the 3, instead opts for the 2. Good shot selection, but East Brunswick once again collects the offensive board. That has been an advantage to them thus far, and Sclafani throws it in. Offensive rebounds have been impactful in this game.
Well, I think both teams have to do a better job of boxing out there. Now we're back in our zone.
Bynes. That ball was thrown away, and the foul there. 2 shots coming for Wande Adeyemo. Wande, a sophomore. You hear her fellow Chiefs cheering her on. So 2 shots coming. Second team foul for East Brunswick, and the first is no good.
Well, I like it so far, what we're doing. We're dealing with their pressure pretty good. But on the half-court offense, I thought good ball movement. Some ball fakes, a little more head fakes with the ball. We're doing all right.
Good box out by Kennedy. She had Fillmore down low. Fillmore smiling because she knew she was wide open, but nothing going on. Good move on the interior by Kayla Kennedy, but she misses the lay-in.
Nice pass.
So instead, Piscataway turns it the other way. Kristen Shea over to Opitz. Opitz for 3. She has 1. She misses that one. And down goes Warren, but Piscataway comes away with the turnover. There's Shea, the spin around. She almost gets the lay-in to go, but too strong, and East Brunswick will turn it back the other way. Lots of contact, but the refs are letting them play. There's Fillmore.
Take it to the hole, kid.
Fillmore thought about taking it, but instead a double dribble. And it'll be a turnover. Piscataway sends Isis Dwyer back into the game.
A little bit of frustration on Piscataway's face for missing those chippies, you know.
Lots of turnovers as well on both sides.
Bears are still up 5.
Here's Bonds, met by Simos. Good pass down low that time to Dwyer, and Dwyer is fouled.
Coach may have changed up his D there. I think he may have went back to the triangle, so that's pretty good. He's changing up his defenses to confuse them. All you need is a bad pass or a lob one time for a couple turnovers. change that whole game around.
So 2 shots coming for Dwyer, the senior. She hits the first. Kendria Williams, the freshman, into the game. She had 14 points versus South Brunswick just a few days ago.
That's 2 on Allie.
So Allie Warren does leave the game.
That's a toughie. And well, I'd say get her out now, let her rest up and get her back in, John.
Second of 2 free throws is good. And there's the full court press once again from Piscataway. East Brunswick does turn the ball over, so the press is warranted. And hard foul there, and that one's going to get called every time. And that one will go against number 23, Kiki Bynes.
Nice job by Kayla.
Rowan steps back in. 5:54 left to play in the first half of play. East Brunswick leads by 3. John Alba, Frank Noppenberger here on East Brunswick Television. Don't forget you can check us out on ebtv3.org on demand at any time or on Channel 3 right here in East Brunswick. Here's Dudra over to Thomore.
Nice little weave. Open shot. Good shot.
She hits it, and it's a matter, will they give her the 3? Her foot was close to the line. They do not. It is a 2-point shot. So 19-14, East Brunswick leads. From the side is Opitz, too strong there. There's Williams, collects the rebound. She'll take the shot herself. That was a good shot from her, but just a little strong off the iron. And that was excellent ball awareness. Cannot stress that enough from Kristen Shea. Saw she was struggling on the sideline and bounced it off the foot of Rowan. Here's Williams' shot. No good as Thomore collects, and East Brunswick will turn it the other way.
Nice
Wide
pass.
open is Simos down low, and she lays it in. And East Brunswick is adding to that lead. They now are up by 7. Bynes trapped in the double team. Good shot selection there from Shea, but it's no good, and Williams decides to follow up instead. And 2 for Piscataway. 4:35 remaining in the first half. Dana Sclafani, that's a 2-point shot. It's short. Thomore with the save over to Simos, and East Brunswick will get a second chance.
Good hustle, girls.
Rowan. You said Rowan, a talented young athlete on the squad, looking to make something happen today. She's been relatively quiet. Drive, kick over to Thomore. Clean contact, it would appear, as the shot was way short. Appeared to be a block. Piscataway tries to turn it. Excellent ball movement down low, and the quick lay-in by Isis Dwyer is good, and here come the Chiefs.
I think we need to settle down here, work for a good shot, get them out of their rhythm.
Simos over to Rowan. Shayla Glenn and Megan Wells to check in for the Chiefs at the next timeout. Rowan down low to Thomore. 3:30 left. Sclafani over to Rowan. To Dudra. Dudra, she traveled there.
See, we're faking with no reason to fake, John. There's no one on us, and we're giving that ball fake.
So Carolyn Caruso back into the game, and you're absolutely right there. There was nobody on Dudra. They were letting her, one of the taller players on the court, they were letting her stay outside the perimeter with no defense, and she still opted to make the move, but someone else who makes a move towards the other side of the score is Kendria Williams, because she just added 2 to the Chiefs' lead, and the Chiefs trail by 1.
Now they're back into a zone, a 1-2-2, and Coach quickly reacted and changed his offense to a 2-on-2. Somewhat of a little delay here.
East Brunswick holds the ball with 2:50 to play in the first half. John Alba, Frank Noppenberger here on the call on East Brunswick Television.
So what do you think, John? If you're Piscataway, how long are you going to let us do this? The underdog. You're going to let the underdog keep the ball in the lead?
I think you're going to see a lot more pressure, and there was just there from Piscataway, brought out the 2-man press. You got to imagine that East Brunswick's playing some sort of cat and mouse almost.
Right.
There's Rowan, and she travels, and that's where that resiliency on defense pays off for Piscataway.
The quickness, the constant, which was the old trademark of our team years ago with Reggie Carney.
Good crowd on hand here for this girls basketball game, especially for Piscataway. Lots of Piscataway fans in the house. Shayla Glenn. East Brunswick out in the zone. Top of the key, down low towards the baseline for Williams, and the freshman has made quite the impact today as Piscataway takes the lead. East Brunswick now feeling the pressure, literally and figuratively. Rowan.
All right, we got to look at the hoop, though, girls.
I was about to say, Rowan has her back turned towards the hoop the entire time she's handling the ball there.
She's a good shooter. She's a good shooter.
Had the right idea, but excellent anticipation by Piscataway. Megan Wells came away with the steal. Swing over to Williams in the corner. She'll take the shot, and she almost got it, but a great offensive rebound by Dwyer, but East Brunswick will collect. There's that pressure forcing the jump ball. And talk about a swing in momentum. It happened just there.
Well, that's what quickness does to you. And I guess that's their game. I haven't seen them all year, John. But maybe it is pressure defense and transition and pushing the ball up the floor.
Piscataway trailed by 7, and now they lead by 1. Here's Williams, and most of it's been due to her, and because of shots like that. And 1 for Kendria Williams. So,
what do you think, timeout?
I think that if you're Coach Tom Sclafani, you have to wonder if you're going to burn a timeout here because there's only a minute 11
No, it's not burning.
left.
Settle down, guys. Settle down.
You don't want the game to get out of hand.
Right.
You're absolutely right about that. So East Brunswick trails by 3. This could be 2 possessions now. 14 fouls for them. So here's Williams to the line, and what a first half she has had. More specifically, what a second quarter. And she adds to her totals there.
And she's a freshman, you said?
She's a freshman. Always got to be a confident feeling as a coach to have a freshman who can score. So 1 minute remaining in the first half. East Brunswick trails by 4, and Sclafani has fouled. 14th foul for Piscataway. And that will be a foul.
Well, you know, with all this up and down action and pushing, John, look, there's only been 8 fouls in the whole first half.
The foul on Kiki Buns, and I was saying to you earlier, the game, the pace thus far has been relatively quick. And
well, as I look at the cheerleaders getting their mats ready, and I look over there and I see the dance team, we're gonna have an exciting halftime, John.
Yes, we will. Make sure you check those out at any East Brunswick High School home game. There's Dudra. Floyd wanted to travel there, but no call. And there's that travel instead, and East Brunswick has very much struggled with that this half. 40 seconds left in the second quarter. Into the game for Piscataway is Ania Sharp, junior. So 30 seconds to go here. Piscataway will likely hold it unless they think they can convert a quick 2-1, and that's exactly what they're going to try to do. And Williams with the errant shot.
Yeah, I didn't think they were going to hold it. Good push by Kennedy.
They went for the 2-1 and no good, and I guess they are going to get that second opportunity here. 15 seconds to play. Piscataway trying to work a quality shot. There's Williams again. She just threw that one. She got a little on her hot hand before. 5 seconds left to go. Sclafani will rush it. She takes the half-court heave, and it's too strong, and that will be the end of the first half. Your score, 25-21 in favor of Piscataway. Any closing thoughts here at the end of the first half?
Well, I'm very pleased with the way we played. We didn't back down. We took it to them, John. We attacked the basket, which was good. I thought defensively we scrapped. I wish we do a better job, and I keep harping on this, the boxing out, the boxing out, the boxing out. I wish we would do a better job in that. And then, of course, the turnovers. I'm not sure what that is. But that's pressure defense, and you have to expect that. So I'm sure we're going to come out in the second half. Coach will make the adjustment, settle them down, be a little bit more poised with when you have the ball. Don't rush. play within yourself.
Once again, you can catch this game on demand online at ebtv3.org. John Alba, Frank Noppenberger here at East Brunswick High School. We're going to step aside for a few minutes, but when we come back, we'll be here for the second half of play at East Brunswick and Piscataway. Welcome back to East Brunswick High School. John Alba, Frank Noppenberger here on East Brunswick Television. East Brunswick trails Piscataway 25-21 in girls basketball leading into the start of the second half. What would you do if you were Coach Tom Sclafani heading into this half?
Well, as we said when we were off camera, I think we just got to learn to deal with their pressure and don't panic when you have the ball. We've got to eliminate turnovers, and I don't know how many times I've told you this, box out, box out, box out.
Well, East Brunswick will hold for the jump, but it's a possession change, and Piscataway will take over.
I mean, I like the way we're changing up our defense, and it kept them out of their rhythm. And at the same time, I thought we were handling their zone pretty well. I'm not sure about their man, but we'll see. So we're back in the 2-3 here.
Here's Kristen Shea, only 2 points for her in the first half. Backs it back out. There's Kiki Bynes, quick lay-in, and that was a little nifty, tricky right there from Bynes. And the pressure remains on. Sclafani not getting a whole lot of help. She'll take it herself. Pass over to Simos, who loses the handle. Quick turnover, and here comes Piscataway. That's 4 very fast points for them.
Where's that timeout we were talking about?
No timeout called by Sclafani. Interesting, as you noted. Here's Sclafani going on her own.
No foul?
No contact called, and Piscataway will turn it the other way. And are we going to get a
I think he may
technical?
have gotten a technical.
Yeah, I believe Coach Sclafani got a technical here for overstepping his boundaries. Let's see. Yes, it will be a technical foul, so Piscataway will get free throws and possession.
Well, I never thought technicals is a strategy to change the momentum.
It does get a timeout.
Well, my point, I thought we could have called it earlier when they ran off 4 in a row, which makes that like 11 in a row. I don't know.
15-0 run by Piscataway. As Shea missed the second, they'll get possession.
Now I would call timeout. Settle the girls down. Say, look, girls, I got that tee just for effect. Now settle down, you know.
So East Brunswick will look to slow down the pace. They trail by 9 with 6:54 to go in the third quarter. Pass down low to Glenn, who jumps and loses the ball.
Nice play by Warren.
And that's going to go out of bounds on Piscataway, and East Brunswick takes over, as you said. Good play by Warren.
John, when you get a chance, give us the couple of the scorers in the first half if you get a chance.
Yes, I will. So Simos will take it over to Warren. Sclafani turns it back over, and here comes the Chiefs. Megan Wells with the right hand. It's good, and the Chiefs are rolling. So leading the Chiefs was Kendria Williams, and this one is heading back the other way, and finally we'll get a timeout on the floor, it would appear. So let's go over to head coach Tom Sclafani here and hear what he has to say.
All right, we don't want to panic. You gotta pass the ball. You're dribbling the length of the court. Pass the ball. Just do what I tell you to do.
Someone to help me though. Like, listen, we're gonna set up the press breaker right now.
Watch. 4 across, right? Can we watch, please? Please. This person's going long, right? Come in here, go long. All right. This person. All right. We're setting a pick. All right. We're setting a pick. We're coming across. Get the ball. All right. I'm sorry, my fault. Wait a minute. This person's setting the screen, this person's setting the screen, this person comes across, gets the ball. We good?
Yeah.
We good. All right? Dana, the minute you inbound it this way, you're running this way. Don't run the same way. You're only going to bring your player there, okay? Heads up, we're looking for people. All right? No, just fill this lane because Dana making the pass is going to fill this lane. All right? Just go right here and spot up. Do what I just told you. Just spot right in here. Yeah, in here. If you see him here, yeah, you got to run back to the middle. On 3, hard work. 1, 2, 3, go get him.
So what you saw there is that Dana Sclafani, who's been handling a lot of the ball today, she's saying, I have no help here on this press.
Well, I think what Coach is saying is we got to pass the ball, turn, pivot, look up court to get the kid flashing or racing down the sideline.
And there you saw it right there as Kennedy took off. And she's wide open down court, but no, the ball doesn't get to her until now.
Well, as someone said before, you got to keep your head up to see what's going on. Nice pass by Warren there.
So here's Simos. As I was saying, Kendria Williams leading the Chiefs, and she's going to come back in after a series of substitutions. And we'll get a kick ball here. So coming into the game, for Piscataway. It's almost a full change. I believe it is. 5 people. Tracy Bethea.
What's your thought on that, John?
I mean, this is a complete upheaval. Maybe it says that Piscataway is going to get their starters some rest now and have them in for the 4th quarter completely rested.
Years ago, North Carolina used to do that. They'd bring in I forget what they called it, but they'd send in all 5 players and give them the starters a rest at the same time.
Well, it's very similar as Thumbmore goes to the line here. You saw about 2 months ago or so, Grinnell, that college who's barely even Division III, they had a player who scored 130 plus points. Right. And the way that they were able to make that work is that they're constantly subbing in players, keeping them healthy, keeping them rested. And by keeping your starters rested, you have them ready to go pretty much at any point from here on out in case this game gets close.
Okay.
So it's a 10-point game right now. A foul here.
Yeah, that was a
10 the other way.
Offense.
As I was saying, Kendria Williams leading the Chiefs with 9 points in that first half. Isis Dwyer had 5 for East Brunswick. Allie Warren leading the way with 8, and Dana Sclafani supplementing with 6. So East Brunswick finally picked up a point on the Thomore free throw. They trail by 10 with 5:49 to go. Here's Kennedy looking for help. There's Sclafani. She rushes a shot. Poor arc, and it falls short, but Warren's there to collect it. So
left
nothing
hand.
but a long pass. Turnaround shot, no good. And Bethea turns it back towards Chiefs possession. Here's Taylor Nelson. Back to Bethea.
Oh, boy.
Quick shot there from Kelsey Nugent, and it was short. So Nugent will control. Down low to Bethea. Bethea
nice
drives
move
with the right hand. Great move by her. Real nice move by the senior. 5'10", Tracy Bethea. Sclafani.
Boy, they like to just create havoc, Piscataway,
They do, and it's been working for them. Here's Simos, gets the pick, but she loses the handle, and that goes off Piscataway. East Brunswick maintains possession.
Let's talk about the crowd. How about this? 2 alumni, Caitlin Patulski sitting across from us, and Sarah Carasasso sitting next to us here. And this, they were Bears last year, so we welcome them back. And just like you, John, they'll be going back to school soon.
Oh, yeah. So here's Opitz with the left hand. She hits it. That's her first 3 points since her 3-point shot in the first half. Heading back up, indeed, as you mentioned, for school. Try to squeeze in this last broadcast. Push on Opitz. 13 foul for Piscataway. You can catch this broadcast on East Brunswick Television on January 19th at 1 p.m. and on February 10th at 8 a.m. That's part of our marathon here on EBTV. Once again, you can always check it out online, video on demand at ebtv3.org. John Alba, Frank Noppenberger here at East Brunswick High School. Good crowd on hand to see the East Brunswick Bears take on the Piscataway Chiefs. The Chiefs 6-3 coming into today's contest. The Bears 1-10, hungry for that second win. Go ahead.
John, let me just give a little shout out to that dance team that we had out there. And they were coached by Suzanne Suki and Nancy Takis. That's a dance team. It's like an intramural club, and they're just outstanding. Great job, girls. And certainly a congratulations to our cheerleading squad and Stephanie Nemes on their first place win at the recent competition down in Jackson.
Yeah, they came out, and I was on hand for that one, and they.
Oh, good for you!
Oh, yes.
Brother of the year.
Brother of the year,
my
right?
man.
And they did perform quite well.
Good. And our JV girls, they took it on the chin a little bit today, but right now our JVs are 9-3, and our freshmen are undefeated under Greg Marino, and of course Pam Amendola is our JV coach. So good luck to those young Bears.
JV teams perform very well here at East Brunswick High School. The boys team as well, always very rich history there under Coach Modesescu. Very talented squad. Here's Rowan.
Okay, nice move there,
Good
Rowan.
shot by Rowan, but it's off to the side. But
Look at
Warren
Allie
corrals
Warren.
the board, and she converts two. And here comes East Brunswick.
I think her JV days are done, John.
So there's a shot from Williams, and it is no good. East Brunswick gets it back, so trying to establish some momentum here.
Right, I think we just got to, in the first half, remember first quarter how we were like more under control. Now granted, Piscataway picked up the pace. Deep, 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 deep.
Good pass from Sclafani, but it hits Simos on the head. She just overran it a tiny bit. A little dazed and confused, as Robert Plant may say, but here's the shot from long range by Nelson, and it's short, and East Brunswick will turn it back the other way, but I'm going to go out on a limb here and guess that Piscataway is going to go back into the press.
Good job, John.
Opitz in front of Sclafani.
Yeah, they're doing a good job of it, too.
That they are, but Sclafani finds some open room, takes the runner. No good, but Simos collects it, throws it up with her right hand. Rowan, wide open left-handed layup, but no good. There's Thomore, and I think they're
good box out by.
And they are going to call that. They are going to call that on Thomore as a foul, actually.
I'm not sure about that one. Now the new 5 is in.
Another new 5 in, not the starters though. One day Adeyemo back in. A few starters back on the floor, notably Shea. Also into the game is Ania Sharp. East Brunswick trails by 12.
Give and go.
Good
there.
give and go down low. And East Brunswick, though, will retain the rebound. Here's Thomore over to Simos. Protects the loose pass. Almost a reach-in foul, but no call. Sclafani had a chance wide open in the lane. Instead decides to go to Warren, who misses a shot, but she'll follow it back up and miss
another
again.
rebound.
And there's a foul on the floor. 2 shots coming for her. Now, why do you think Sclafani didn't go up for that 2 there?
I thought that was a good decision. You know, she may have been a little off balance, and that was Warren that hit the out of bounds play. Maybe that's her shot, that 8 to 10 corner jumper. So I thought that was a good move.
Worth noting, Dana Sclafani, her brother, Danny Sclafani,
who's in the audience
who's in the audience as well, also played here at East Brunswick High School. Very talented guard. One of the more colorful athletes at East Brunswick High School in the past several years.
Allie's got to work on that foul through on that foul shot there.
Both free throws were no good. So Shea turns it the other way. There's Sharp. Solid arc on that shot, but no good.
Another rebound.
Now Warren had some move. She had room to move with there, but instead opted back out to Rowan, who will control. East Brunswick has to rush the ball over the half-court line. Sclafani goes in the lane. A little Dyson, but no good. And we'll get another jump ball. East Brunswick will stay with it. Also worth noting, a very, very, very productive season thus far for the East Brunswick boys high school basketball team. NJ.com ranking them as the number 5 team in the state. The shot by Warren is good.
That's her. Right now, that's her range. That 12, 8,
10-point game, and East Brunswick is into the full press. Moving
How about
with
a
it
10?
is Bynes.
No.
Bynes dribbles, has it stripped away. Here comes East Brunswick. Simos has Thomore up ahead, but it's a 4-on-2 advantage for Piscataway, and a shooting foul. And Simos will head to the line.
Well, we're right back into it, John. You know, you got 10 minutes left in basketball. Make these 2, it's an 8-point game.
So as I was saying, NJ.com ranking the boys team number 5 in the nation in the most recent poll. Pardon me, 5 in the state. I meant to say state.
Yeah.
Pardon me, but they are heading towards the top 100 in the nation according to Max Preps.
Oh, good.
So this is a solid team. Yeah, 5 in the nation would be a little different, but nonetheless, very talented team that Coach Bo Henning has there.
They got a tough week coming up. Today we're at Piscataway, which is going to be a battle, and as you know, Thursday St. Joe's, then right here 6 o'clock Saturday against Bridgewater, who's always a good
Shea over to Sharp, and the pocket is, shot was a little long, and head to East Brunswick, but
so yeah, we got some good games coming up. Then we'll have Plainfield, and we'll have South Brunswick again.
2 players, if I'm not mistaken, heading to Division I from that squad. Rob Ukawuba and the junior Amir Bell.
Going to Princeton, how about that?
So, academic excellence and athletic excellence. Lafani with the right hand.
Ooh.
She can't get it to go, but that would have been a big shot if she could have.
Because she'll make this foul shot. That would have been 3-pointer. Conventional, the old-time 3-shot pointer.
So 2 shots for Sclafani. Free throws are huge, especially in high school basketball. She misses a first.
It's interesting, John. Look how far off the line she is.
I noticed as she took that shot, she is jumping a little bit.
But
so perhaps she's making up for that. The second's good. You know, they always say you should really try not to shoot free throws jumping, but you know what? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. In the words of the great Yogi Berra, when you come to a fork in the road, take it. Down low. Wande.
Pretty good defense here on the Bears.
Here's Shea. Back over to Sharp. She's taken that shot 3 times already today, but here's Shea for 3. This would be a big bucket, but she can't convert. But an offensive rebound, and they will reset, but a high arc shot there from Nugent. That one almost touched the ceiling. And Piscataway is getting 3rd chance points here. As you said, no boxing out for East Brunswick, but they come away with a turnover.
A good move there by Simos.
Simos left hand, and she hits it. What a lay-in by Julia Simos, and East Brunswick trails by just 7. 1 minute left to go in the 3rd quarter. John Alba, Frank Noppenberger here at East Brunswick High School on EBTV 3. Shot. 3-point bucket from Shea. A huge shot. And just like that, momentum shifts back.
It's interesting. Coach is bringing his team back to a half-court defense.
Warren from the side. She's short. And here's a breakaway for Piscataway, but they'll reset. Shea once more. Pass outside the key. They'll back it back out. 2nd chance once again. Nugent. No good. Piscataway ball.
Boy, just too many second shots, John, you know.
Caruso and Kennedy in for East Brunswick. Out comes Simos and Thomore. Also, Rivera steps in for Sclafani, so it seems like this will be the final set for East Brunswick to close out the 3rd quarter. They trail by 10. A little push there, but no call. Instead, it goes out of bounds. 24 to play. Here's Shea for 3. She had one big one just before, but can't get that to go, and she goes down. East Brunswick will steal the ball, though. And no whistle blown yet.
Well, there's a kid down on the floor.
Player
I'm
down,
not sure
5 to play.
is.
They're going to play out the quarter, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter. And let's see if they leave any time left on the clock. I was confused as to why they were letting that one play out with the player down. But nonetheless, it appears that will be the end of the 3rd quarter. East Brunswick trails by 10.
It'd be interesting if that was a jump ball or did the whistle go or the buzzer.
I heard the referees blow the whistle before the buzzer, but I believe that they're just going to wave it off and let the 4th quarter start.
Well, there's Mr. Hostler out there working on, I believe that's Shea.
Yeah, Kristen Shea took the 3-point shot, landed a little awkwardly, but, you know, she's in good hands with him, undoubtedly. One of the best in the nation. He is one of the best in the nation.
Right, just like you are, Big John.
Oh, too kind. John Alba, Frank Noppenberger here at East Brunswick High School.
And there's our cheerleaders.
Cheerleaders are back out there on the court as a hand for Shea as she stands back up.
See if the camera can get a shot of our cheerleaders.
You can hear them out loud. Tom Sclafani addressing his team. There are those cheerleaders. several departing seniors on that squad as well.
Go ahead. You probably know them all. Huh?
Off the top of my head, I can't give them to you, but always a valuable part of this squad. They were set to have their kickoff here just last week, but some maintenance.
Yeah, we had a little problem with the water, but they handled it well, and they came through in the bottom of the ninth by winning that tournament.
That's right.
So here we go, fourth quarter, John.
Fourth quarter, East Brunswick trails by 9, and here's the important part that I've neglected to mention foolishly. 6 fouls for Piscataway. So Sclafani comes away with the steal. Here's a chance for East Brunswick to turn it the other way. She rushes a shot, but she hits it. That's her shot.
Right.
East Brunswick down by 8. The press is on. As I said, 6 fouls for Piscataway. Next one will give East Brunswick a chance at the line. Here is Glenn. Glenn with the left hand has the ball taken away by Warren. This is that momentum change East Brunswick is looking for. Pass to Simos, the lay-in. No good, but a rebound by Warren.
And a foul.
She got hit and no call by the referees. And definitely appeared to be some contact, but no call. Shayla Glenn will handle. Glenn crosses over, and an off-ball foul on, I believe it will be Fillmore.
That's all right. She's not letting them push him around.
13 foul. East Brunswick does have a few to give.
Maybe a little too early to start thinking that. I know you weren't saying that. But.
No, I'm saying that there's buffer room.
Stay in, man. Nobody goes to basket.
So the stack from Piscataway results in a pass out to Megan Wells. Picked up, though, by Kiki Bynes. Bynes drives right side. She forces a shot, almost hit it, but I believe the foul will be on the floor. It'll be against Simos. Into the game for East Brunswick is Cecilia Severino, and that was a foul on the floor, as I mentioned.
Match up hard. Nobody goes to basket.
Severino, 4 games played, 1.3 points per sophomore.
Oh, we're going to get a 5 here? Oh.
So there's Kendria Williams, can't hit the tough shot, but a save.
Another
and
rebound.
No box out, as you mentioned. That was more so a loose ball, but a travel call, and East Brunswick comes away with the break there.
I tell you, I'd like to see a stop here, John, come down the other end. Just start having them feel that pressure.
Now, Piscataway's taken their pressure off a tiny bit, and interestingly enough, as they lead by just 8. Here's Kayla Kennedy, looking for some help, trying to do it all herself. Almost threw it away. Just looking for a blind
pass. Get out of that corner, kid.
Bounce pass to Kennedy. 6:25 to go in the fourth quarter. We got a tight one here. East Brunswick led 21-14. Fell victim to a 15-0 run, but now turning it back the other way. Here's Warren, who misses the shot, and Piscataway is going to get a chance to pad the lead. No reaching called on Sclafani. Instead, the pass down low to Dwyer, and Bonds will reset.
Watch your cut. Watch your cut. Grab it.
3 East Brunswick Bears fought for that rebound there. Took 3, but eventually
here we go, John. Get a bucket here.
Sclafani, she'll do it again from behind the free throw arc, but nothing going on, and a foul instead on Kennedy.
It's only the 5th. Nice aggressive foul. She was going after the ball.
So Shea back in after that injury. Now, it is only their 5th, but it is worth noting that if East Brunswick is put in the 1-on-1 position, that could hurt. So here's Bynes. She'll receive some help from Shea on the pick and roll. The floater is no good by Bynes, but a great second chance opportunity there by Isis Dwyer. And the lead is back up to 10. Sclafani. Ball goes off her foot, no contact called. Here's Bynes with the right hand. She's fouled and 1. And all of a sudden, Piscataway looking to build up that final extra momentum that will propel them over the edge. As they lead by 12. And 6 fouls for East Brunswick now.
I'm not second guessing coach, but right here I would have called a timeout. I think he's called one, maybe.
1 timeout called all game, correct. So the free throw by Buns is no good, but a rebound by Piscataway, and it turns back the other way. You know, it is fair to say that Piscataway does have a little bit of a height advantage as well over East Brunswick. Kennedy for 3, and it's short. Had good accuracy, but just a little short. And Piscataway has a 2-on-1 here. Over to Shea with the left hand, and Piscataway has all of a sudden turned a 7-point lead into a 14-point lead. And we finally have a timeout from Coach Tom Spafani here. And we're going to head over to him and check out what he has to say.
Chelsea, back in the game. Let's go. Cece, hurry up. Leave the water. Leave the water. Let's go. Come on, Chel. All right, watch. Come here. All right. Allie, taking the ball out. Dana's going to be first. All right, see how they match up with us. If they play us up here like they were playing, here's what I want us to do. Jules, you're second. Jules, you're going to come right here and screen Dana's girl. Just like this, going to come out. You wait 1 second, Dane. You screen her, and you just, yes, Jules, watch. You're going to screen right here, and you're cutting this way. You just lead her nice and easy to the basket. Everybody else is over here. Savannah, you go in the backcourt. Chelstein, you just run this way. All right? If she's not on it, just inbound the ball. Let's go. On 3, hard work. 1, 2, 3.
So we'll see what style of urgency East Brunswick plays with here with 4:32 left in the fourth. All starters are in, so they are going to try to make one last push here.
Absolutely. You got timeouts. You got the 3-point shot.
Simos.
The next foul is Piscataway's. The next foul, we're shooting 1-on-1.
And I checked that it wasn't all stars, but Shea goes up too strong with the layup. In for East Brunswick is Savannah Flood for the first time today. Flood has seen a lot of playing time this season, but not too much today. Played in 10 games, now 11. Somewhat of a press still on for Piscataway, not an urgent press, but nonetheless, some pressure. East Brunswick needs to score, and they need to score fast. There's a good roll to Sclafani, but she loses the handle. So Piscataway will slow things down as they lead by 14. If you're Piscataway, you want quality shots at this point.
Allie, you gotta get out. Play her, Allie. All right, we're in running jump. Let's go.
3:30 to play. John Alba, Frank Noppenberger on the call here on East Brunswick Television. Don't forget to check us out online at ebtv3.org. You can always find us video on demand.
Oh, boy.
3-point shot from Bynes is no good, and Thomore comes away with the rebound. She won't take it herself. Pass back out to Simos. Shot for 2 is no good, and no box out by
Another
Thomore.
shot.
And East Brunswick will have a chance to make amends on that.
I'm not sure if Coach Floyd is happy about that shot.
There's Warren.
Nice spin, Okay.
Off-angle shot.
Another dribble. All right, we got to get up on them, girls.
3 to play. Rowan's going to check in for East Brunswick soon. Shea, left hand over to Williams. Williams liked that shot all day. Instead, she decides to back it back out, and we're going to get a foul on the floor. That's the 7th on East Brunswick, meaning that Piscataway is now in the 1-on-1. What went wrong for East Brunswick today?
Well, we let the pressure get to us, and I'm not going to even say that 3-letter word again, and that killed us, the second shots, although they didn't convert a lot. It just wears on you. And we just have to learn to deal with pressure. like you said, they are a little bigger than those, but it's their guard play and their athletic ability. I don't have the number of turnovers, but just too many. Some of them unforced, and certainly some of them with partial pressure.
Both free throws are good. 16-point lead for Piscataway. So if Piscataway can hold on with 2:45 to go here in the fourth quarter, they'll move to 7-3. Flood with the left hand and too strong. And now the Chiefs, even though they had a few open options, they will slow it back down, try to burn some more time. No foul from East Brunswick. And the wide open layup there is missed by Glenn. East Brunswick tries to turn, and Fillmore physically turns her body, and she'll get a foul.
And that was, I thought taking to the hole was pretty good on her part.
That means it should be a 1-and-1 for East Brunswick, and it will be. Yeah. So now you have to see where East Brunswick can make up some of these points and free throws, and a timeout by Coach Sclafani.
Well, we'd have to hit a 3-call timeout to prevent the clock. I know we're shooting now. We call a timeout. I know some people think that you're icing your own shooter, but I'm sure he's got a reason for calling that timeout.
You know, one of the other things as well that East Brunswick has had very little of today, if any, is three-point shooting. And that's obviously a very, very, very important asset to a team. And East Brunswick has struggled with that. The Chiefs, early on in the game, had a little bit of that to roll with.
Right.
And, you know, even if they are few, they are very, very impactful.
Pretty good observation, John. If you think about it, there weren't many threes. There weren't many threes taken. And I think both teams played pretty good D out there on them. And certainly Piscataway wasn't allowing us to take that three. I'd like to see us put a little run on here, put a little pressure on them, and see what comes of it.
So Fillmore will head to the line for the 1-and-1. Short, and Piscataway corrals the board. They'll slow things down as we trickle towards the 2-minute mark.
Almost the backcourt.
Good defense from East Brunswick now as they go into pressure. Time ticking. Another near backcourt, but as Piscataway rehandles, it's 1:50 left to play in the fourth quarter, so Piscataway will get a foul there from Rowan, but barring a miracle here, Piscataway will move to 7-3, and East Brunswick will drop to 1-11 overall in the season.
John, what's your thought on, we were up big, not big, but we're up, and then it was even. The people that athletes start thinking that here we go again, we're going to lose this game. Is that a contagious attitude?
I've actually spoken to several athletes about that, as Jenna Maurer and Ania Sharp will come in for the Chiefs. I've spoken to several Division I college athletes about this, actually. I was working on a feature about players who play on some lesser grade, we'll call it, squads. And, you know, that is undoubtedly something that they feel, but it's up to the coach to try to maintain that composure for the players.
Right.
And
because, like, I think winning is contagious. Is losing contagious?
I think losing becomes almost a product of nature at that point when you're so used to it.
I mean, we were in this game. We were up big. What they run, like 11 off?
You know, and I think you hit it dead on the nail when you said, as the three by Sharp is no good. I think you hit it dead on the nail when you said that East Brunswick could have used a couple timeouts during those runs. I think that would have definitely slowed down the game alongside, kept some more composure for the Bears, but we can say anything in hindsight as the transition layup is made by Bynes and scores 50-31 with 50 seconds left to go in the game. Once again, you can check this broadcast out online on ebtv3.org at any time on demand or on television on January 19th at 1 p.m. and February 10th at 8 a.m. So all you morning bird people out there, make sure you check it. The 3 is short. As I said earlier, Piscataway will improve to 7-3. Foul on the floor. East Brunswick will drop to 1-11. Dudra, Severino, and Rowan into the contest. Next games, looking ahead, East Brunswick will take on Edison away.
And that'll be a tough game in that Eagles Nest, although a few years ago we had, according to Coach Monaseski, one of the biggest wins in GMC history when number 2 beat 15 or 1. No, it was
I remember
16-1.
Yeah.
But I think we can give them a game. What we need is a win here or there to get some momentum going.
Chiefs will also face Edison on the 22nd. East Brunswick's lone win of the season came against New Brunswick on the 29th of December. Last year, Piscataway won 2 consecutive against East Brunswick, and they'll pick up their 3rd here as the Chiefs will defeat East Brunswick by a score of 50-31 and pick up their 7th win of the season. Any closing thoughts from you today?
Well, I'm sure Coach will look at this film, and it's easier to see when it's on film. You play it slow. That we just got to work on our ball handling, certainly boxing out. I thought our shot selection, for the most part, was pretty good. We were pretty unselfish moving the ball. So protecting the ball, certainly boxing out. And, who knows? Who knows? I mean, if we played even with them for almost a half, we had to put the whole game together. And if I had the answer to that, or if any coach had the answer, white teams play like that, they'd be in the Super Bowl every year.
We'd like to thank you for tuning in today's broadcast on East Brunswick Television. A special thanks to our producer, Dave Ambrosi, and all those involved on the EBTV3 staff. For Frank Noppenberger, I'm John Alba. We'll catch you next time here on East Brunswick Television.
Okay, John, I want to thank you for helping out. You're a 100%er, and you're always helping out the Bears. So on behalf of the athletic department, we appreciate it.
Well, thank you, sir. And we'll see everyone out there next time here on EBTV.